So let's talk about a manager that I've been spoke about in the betting. Remember, the betting is just about who puts money on. And now it looks like there's been more talk about it. Granted, this has been a day of talking about managers again. We spoke about one who's held talks at 1 o'clock time. Let's talk about this one. Hello and welcome to this video. If you could like, share and subscribe to the channel, I'd much appreciate it. Liking helps the algorithm, sharing gets in front of people's faces, and subscribing lets me know you like the channel. Hit that notification bell to let you know when videos go live and when live streams happen. Apologies if I look like I'm moving in my seat a little bit more than usual. I have done something to my back, part of my F&D, and it really hurts, and I'm just going with the motion, but I really want to make content today, so I'm just getting on with it and stuff. So hopefully everything will kick in soon. So one of the names that has been touted around, and I think this is coming from Birmingham World, is Dean Smith, ex-Wednesday player during his time at 2003 to 2004. 55 appearances, 1 goal. And then his managerial career is Brentford from 2015 to 2018, Villa from 18 to 2021, Norwich from 2021 to 2022, and Leicester in 2023, right near the end. So if you actually look at it, so he was appointed at Villa, 15th place Championship club. Did okay. John Terry came in as his number 2. He went on to win promotion from the Premier League. From the Championship to the Premier League with Villa. And he was talked about when he was at Brentford that he managed to play attractive passing style, playing on a shoestring budget. Now, could that be something that kind of lets us know a little bit about what maybe Chansiri's looking for? We don't know it's a shoestring budget, but there's been talks in the media that it's not a great budget, but who knows? The only person who knows what the budget is Chansiri himself and whoever comes in to the club. Now, win records, loss records, it's always the same when it comes to these, but we'll go through it. When he was at Walsall, it was 3.2. Brentford, 39.8. Villa, 39.57. Norwich is his worst record with 56 played. 16 won, 12 draws, and 28 losses, a 28.57. And I'm not really counting the Leicester City one. He was only there for 8 games and 25. The best spells were at Villa and Norwich. Villa and Brentford, didn't work out at Norwich City at all. It just didn't work out for some reason, which isn't what you want, really, is it? He did get unpromoted in 2019 via the playoffs, I believe it was. For Villa, but this is the situation. What you got then? Like, Dean Smith comes in. We also already know who his number 2 seems to be John Terry now. He built up a good relationship with John Terry, so let's see what happens there. And let's have a look. So if you're looking at what tactics these like to do, he's another one of the coaches that likes versatility. He likes to have a player who can play for a little bit of everywhere. He likes a compact midfield, and that's something we will be interested in. But he does like to be our player going up and down the line, 3 or 4 man defensive system, and that you can see that going forward and working quite well with Wednesday with the current crop of players. But it's normally something like in the past he's had. It's like a 4-2-3-1 at times, and that could work with Wednesday if you're going to be using wingers as a kind of thing. But 4-2-3-1 is something that he has used a lot. It would be interesting to see what he would play at Wednesday. And I know I said I was going to be doing one on this manager. I just wasn't too sure when I was going to do one on him. But it's interesting when you look at what he does. If you're going to play with one, I think you're probably going to have Smith as that one with someone like, say, a Patterson and Josh Windass, and then somebody on the other side to be part of that three. So I would be very interested to see when they did, if they got in Dean Smith. He has got championship experience, is the one thing that we are looking for. We're looking for someone who's got a bit of championship experience. Yes, it wasn't great at Norwich, I'll admit that. You look at his record at Norwich, wasn't the best at all. When he was at Norwich, he played similar tactics, and it was just that one up front. It just didn't seem to work for their style of play. And if this did come off, it would be really good to see what they would do in terms of transfer window. Granted, again, it's one of the things it makes you wonder if some of the things that he's done in the past is helping, maybe being part of that decision. But again, as of this moment, this is a 6 o'clock video. We could already know that things that have happened at QB with everything with the video at 12. Please go give that a watch. I'll try and leave a tag or something somewhere up here so you can go watch that if you haven't already. Yeah, so Dean Smith, would you be happy with a Dean Smith coming in? No, to work on a little bit of a budget. I know Villa and you could say technically Norwich had very big budgets for being in the Championship when they were. And it just not worked out with Norwich City for whatever reason. But he did used to play with one up top, and then he used to use like wingers either side of them, and then probably have people who could run back with fullbacks if you needed an attacking person. So let's see if this one comes to fruition. I'll be honest with you, I'd rather be talking about players than who will be manager right now, but at the minute we are in a game of who wants to be the Sheffield Wednesday manager? Roll up, please come and take a number and have an interview situation. At the minute, and it's doing my head in. I'm not going to lie, it's doing my head in. I just want to get this over and done with, get a manager in and start getting players in. Start pre-season, start seeing what's what, because the thing is, we are going to have a very busy July in terms of getting players in. And the fact that we've had to start the back end of June sorting out a manager doesn't help us going forward. It makes things a club that is already 3 weeks behind due to playoffs, probably 4 to 2 weeks behind now if we don't get this done early. Like I said, I still think this needs to happen by tomorrow. Ideally, we need a manager in place by the end of the week. If we can get it done by tomorrow, fantastic. But we need a manager in by Friday at the latest, for me personally. So let's see what happens. Dean Smith, would you take him? Would you not? Let me know your feelings in the comments below. And I say take him, we don't really have a sodding choice. It's whoever does well in the interview. And that's the scary bit for me.